Welcome to the Master Dealmakers Secrets Podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmakers Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 125, and today I'm going to share with you a client case study that I think you will find really, really interesting. And lots and lots of lessons in this particular client case study that I'm going to share. But before we do that, if you have got leads that you want to convert more of, that you haven't already converted into paying clients, head over to johnblakeaudio.com and get your free audio training where I show you the exact strategy that you can use to double sales with your existing lead flow. This is the exact same strategy that I teach my high-ticket clients. It works consistently. You can teach somebody else to do it, and it will give you consistent results, which is what you want. So head over to johnblakeaudio.com, grab your audio training, and get the PDF guide that will have the word-for-word scripts, exactly what to say when you are calling potential clients that haven't converted yet, exactly what to write in your emails, when to call, and when to email. It is all over for you at johnblakeaudio.com. Grab it, use it, and let me know how it goes. Righto, so what we're going to talk about now is a client. He actually just sent me a text message. I worked with this guy last year. He has a carpentry business, and so he does a lot of commercial carpentry work. And look, he's a great tradie, and that's obviously one of the most important things. He has a fantastic product. And so what I did with him was he came to me and he was doing around about 200K per month. And he said to me, these are his own words, he said, I have grown this business without really having to talk to anyone. I hate sales and I need to get over it. And they were his exact words. And so I said, okay, look, let's have a look at what you're doing and let's get rolling on this. So we did a number of things. We essentially put all of the exact verbal and written systems in place at each stage of the 7 leverage points in his business. So the 7 leverage points that I talk about, in fact, if you look at episode 124, you will learn what those 7 leverage points are. So we looked at every single one of them. So right in terms of what happens when a lead first comes in, how we engage that lead, how we engage new leads through existing builders that he wanted to work with, how we generated more business with new builders that he wanted to deal with. So we looked at his lead gen, we looked at his qualification process, we looked at how he was putting his quotes together, and we also looked at how they were being presented. And then we also looked at how we could position him in the marketplace so that he wouldn't be seen as a commodity. So what we also did is looked at the 2 guys that he had working for him, and we taught the systems that I put in place with him with the 2 guys that worked for him, his 2 estimators. And then what we also did is we put a way of tracking their activity using a very simple CRM, an inexpensive, simple CRM that he could track all of their activity as it relates to winning new business on a consistent basis. So he could log in at any point and look at what they were up to and see exactly what every single opportunity was doing. And obviously we had a weighted pipeline. There was a lot of things that we put in place over the 9 months that I worked with him. And essentially what happened was I got a text message the other day, and he said that in the text message that for the same period last year, so April through June, he has had an increase of 900,000. So 900,000 for an increase on what he was doing, incremental business on top of what he was doing last year for the same period this year, and that he already had 900,000 booked in for the July through to September quarter. So that is a phenomenal amount of growth. And look, I always put this disclaimer in. He did the work. I gave him what to do, but he went ahead and he implemented. He did what it is that we instructed him to do. And that's just an incredible result, especially when you consider that he was hoping to go to sort of, about 450 per month from the 200 per month that he was at, if you look at where he's at right now. So it shows what's possible. It's it has, after 17 years, become pretty formulaic, and the process works. And that's what you want. If you're going to get help with this stuff, you want the result. And look, a lot of people who listen to this podcast, they want to know, what I do. This is a bit of an insight as to how I work with clients. We've been working with clients like my commercial carpentry client that I was just talking about, and sales professionals all over the world who have seen massive jumps in their revenues, just like the one that I just described with my carpentry client, in their sales and in their conversions. All these people are essentially looking to lift their game and get better results. So we cover how to control your message so that your potential clients see you as an opportunity as opposed to your competitors, especially in markets that are commoditized. What is your point of difference? How can you articulate that to the market so they see you as head and shoulders above your competition? We talk about how to connect with your ideal clients. So in the example of my carpentry client, he knew the builders that he wanted to work with, and so we put together a strategy for him to get in front of them. There are essentially 3 different ways that we can do that, and the strategy that we put together for him worked brilliantly, and he has now brought on a whole bunch of new building clients that he can now do subcontracting carpentry work for. So how to connect with your ideal clients, how to connect with more of the 20% of your client base that deliver 80% of the revenue. And of course, the third area is how to convert them into paying clients. So the system that takes place right from the very moment that a lead comes in, right the way through to when you accept your deposit or the final payment on a piece of work or a particular product or service, and how to optimize that, and then how to systemize it so that you can, just like my carpentry client did, taught it to 2 other guys that are now doing sales for him. So he's still doing sales, but he has got 2 other guys now that are driving revenue in his business. So if you are interested in this, or if any of these areas are areas that you want to improve in your business, the best thing you can do is to come and check it out. So this is application only. All you have to do to qualify to be a part of this particular group is you need to head over to johnblakescall, so that's JohnBlakesCall.com, johnblakescall.com, and there is a form there to complete. You'll find an unlock sales revenue call form. There's a couple of really quick questions in there. Complete that, then you'll be able to find a spot on my calendar where we can catch up. And if you qualify, I would love to have you on board. So the conversation that we will have will really just be making sure that this is a potential fit for you. And if it is, hopefully I can help you in the same way that I helped the carpentry client that we just talked about. So as always, thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you on the next podcast. Cheers.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker's Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies to maximize your sales process with new episodes every week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive free no-fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.